Hello, YouTube friends. In today's video, I'm going to bring you this replica. Most of you have already seen it on the internet. It is being all the rage in the networks. And I made it exactly the same. I even copied the color of the liquid inside these bottles. Let's proceed with the completion of this task. I am currently placing the final bottle as part of the construction process. As some of you may already be aware, there have been observations made regarding the generator that we have here is perpetual, meaning it will continue to generate power indefinitely. It utilizes the motion of water to create a circular motion when allowed to move freely. As a result of this mechanism, the motion is transferred to a small electricity generator situated here by way of the belt. We also have that the current that this mini generator generates here goes into a secondary winding of a transformer, which is 220 volts to 12 volts. So if we put 12 volts in here in reverse, it would come out 220 to be able to power these plugs. And let's check if this is true. Here in the plugs, in any of the two, we are going to connect these alligator clamps. And don't be afraid that there is no current here. It is not connected anywhere. These clamps, we're going to take them over here to the multimeter so we can take a reading. I'm doing all the steps that the author of the video, the original author, did. Trying to replicate it as perfectly as possible. As you can see, the voltage is 0, and I'm going to connect this generator, which is a little bit bigger. But, well, this one is already in place, and I don't have another one. We are going to place it here in a terminal that I have left over from the secondary winding, and we are going to connect the other one here. Now you are going to see what happens when I move the generator. Look there. With my fingers, it is giving me 16 volts. Watch how I move it, just like that. And watch what happens when I put the drill on it and we spin it a little bit faster. Watch. "230 volts, depending on the speed we give it. Because this little motor is connected to the transformer, there's still 12 volts here because we generate it with this and it spins the little motor. Look at it one more time. So when this motor spins, it's going to be exactly the same, and it's going to deliver 220 volts here. Now what are we going to drive this motor with? I made a belt here. It's made out of elastic, so it's very easy to make. When this wheel turns, of course, this motor is going to make a lot of turns, and it's going to generate the 220 volts right here. And now we're just going to test it. We're going to set it up here. Well, we have everything connected. You understand how it works. We are going to remove the pliers that we put here, and we are going to produce a small imbalance. And there you have it. What do you think? There is a reason why I was telling you about the surprise, but wait. Let's see what it is generating. Here I have a little light. We are going to connect it. Look how it is working. But since we don't want it to be just for one light, I've already brought the same thing that gentleman tested. Let's plug in the fan now. We already have it running. The only thing I would be missing would be to put on my flip-flops because he always wears flip-flops. I don't know. This Chinese gentleman. But he really is a genius. What he did is a genius. As you can see, this is an infinite generator. But wait, we are going to continue with this. As you know, now there's no way to stop it, because once it starts going, it doesn't stop. So, what I would have to do to stop it, which the gentleman forgot, is to put a stick in there to stop it. Now once it is stopped, we put it here so that it does not start running, and that's it. As you may have noticed, this is totally false. There is no way this can work here, no matter how much you see it, that I lift it up. How can it be if you take it off the table? And yet it is working? No, it's not as easy as you see it. Everything has a trick. If you take a closer look at this particular spot, you would find a network of delicate and intricate wires. These are, in fact, the same type of thin, coiled wires that you can see winding around in front of your eyes. And from down here, I feed what would be the transformer here. And from the transformer, I run the motor, and the motor runs the wheel. Quite the opposite of what it looked like in the video, that the wheel was running this. However, to my surprise, when I caught sight of it, and when I went to complain to this person of the infinite generator, I found that in the description of the video,